G'day guys, Matty P here with another perspective, and this is just a quick video on if it fits your macros or flexible dieting. So what is if it fits your macros or flexible dieting? Basically it's the idea that it basically works on the principle, which is a fact, that this whole idea of having to eat clean or dirty is bullshit, which it is, and it sticks to taking a scientific approach rather than the bro science approach that so many dickheads in this industry take with this fucking crap about having to eat clean or dirty, you know, having to eat low fat, avoiding carbs, not eating, all this crap, which is all just shit, okay? It's important to remember, nutrition is a science, okay? The flexible dieting approach takes a science-based approach because it recognises that your body doesn't care. It can't tell the difference when it's processing, breaking down, say, a protein into its component amino acids. It can't tell the difference whether it gets that from a fucking chicken salad with 2 grams of fat or the greasiest fatty bit of KFC. It doesn't give a fuck, okay? And you shouldn't either. I'm not saying go out and eat KFC every day. At the end of the day, what you need to do when you work out your calorie targets, and as a result you know how many of each macro you have, as long as you hit that, okay, assuming that you've calculated an accurate calorie target for yourself. So just say, for instance, you want to lose weight, you obviously need to eat in a deficit. You calculate what will for you based on your activity and what you know, your body, your weight, everything else is a deficit. Okay, so as long as you stick to that deficit, it doesn't matter where you get those calories from. You will achieve your goals. And there's a number of natural competitors out there who thankfully are helping dispel the myth. The problem is a lot of really stupid fucking people out there, like really dumb, who see someone because they're fit and they've achieved it a certain way, think they have to achieve it the same way. You don't. The biggest problem with dieting, the biggest problem that people have is this idea that they try and take shortcuts, okay? Forget about all that stuff, you know, it's not about being tricky, it's just about keeping it simple, okay? Work out your targets, stick to them consistently over time, get into the gym, bust your ass, work hard, and you will get the results. It's as simple as that. Now, a couple of these natural bodybuilders that I want to talk to you about, and I'll link them at the bottom of this video on YouTube as well. One guy is Matt Ogus. Now, he's a natural competitor, one of the most aesthetic guys going around the place in terms of, you know, his proportions, his shape, his symmetry is just fucking awesome. It really is amazing. He's a very funny guy. I highly recommend check out some of his videos, especially the nutrition stuff, because he basically just takes the piss out of these fucking idiots, especially these dickheads in the YouTube community who you know, are smashing Pop-Tarts with hammers and things because, you know, they're a bit brain damaged from not eating enough carbs or something for too long, you know. And shows that, you know, guess what he does? He goes and grabs a couple of Pop-Tarts, eats those for his carbs, washes it down with a protein shake. Now this guy looks awesome. He is a competitor. He is a successful competitor. He's strong as all fuck. Okay, so that's the first of my 2 examples I want to give you in this video. And the second guy I want to tell you about is a guy called James Allegre. Again, I'll link his profile down the bottom of this page of this video. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly. I actually just happened to come across the guy yesterday in one of the bodybuilding / nutrition lifting type groups that I'm on in Facebook, and he looks fantastic. He's got a really good physique. He's only a young guy, but he's got some great size in him, and he's as lean as fuck. And he's coming into his first, I think he, from memory, he said his first competition, but he looks awesome, and he's achieved it with IIFYM. He's actually turned around and said that he's managed to, he feels like it's actually helped him in his journey. So, and I'm the same. Like, I haven't trained probably a good couple of months now. I'm a little bit, put a little bit of weight just because my insulin resistance would be shitty at the moment. I've been eating probably in a slight surplus because I try to minimise any muscle loss while I get over some illness and recover enough to get back into my training properly. But yeah, it's just amazing. I've been the leanest I've ever been and the easiest, just by forgetting about all this crap about clean eating, because it is. I mean, I guess a good example for you guys to think about, and this to me perfectly sums up the mindset and the lack of common sense that people have when they, you know, start talking about all this clean and dirty eating shit. Okay, let's just say you go out in the kitchen, you get a bit of, you know, a patty of meat, something that's, say, not super lean but not really fatty either. You know, you lightly oil the pan, you know, you might use some of that spiraled oil or whatever. You fry that up. You put it on a plate with some vegetables, a bit of tomato, a bit of lettuce, a bit of onion, maybe a bit of beetroot or something as well. A couple of bits of bread with a little bit of butter, a little bit of sauce. Not a huge meal, but you know what? Fairly filling. Has probably a decent amount of calories in it, and a little bit of fat, which is good. You need fat. You're not going to get fat from eating fat. You get fat from eating too many calories. A little bit of carbs, a little bit of protein, all the things you need. Now, I would imagine that most of you would consider that a reasonably healthy meal, a good, well-rounded meal. And this is the absurdity of this whole clean and dirty eating idea. Okay, is the fact that you could take that, put it all together in a hamburger, put it in a wrapper and walk out of a hamburger store. And suddenly it's dirty, suddenly it's bad for you, suddenly it's going to make you fat. Okay, so that just sums up how fucking retarded this whole clean and dirty eating thing is in the first place. If it fits your macros, it's all you need to worry about. It is exactly the sort of approach that I would recommend to everybody. It's all you need, okay? Again, it all comes back down to not overcomplicating it, sticking to the science, forgetting about a lot of the stuff in the fitness industry, okay, because it is bullshit. Now, I want to also mention a couple of other fitness channels that I've been watching. Jason Blaha, Ice Cream Fitness, has got a really good video up on the moment on a guy whose first name is Lane. I won't say any more than that. You probably know of him in the bodybuilding circles. A guy who pretty, in my opinion, I guess, certainly watching Jason's video, it reinforces that, is a guy who competes as a natural competitor, but perhaps many of us share an opinion that questions that based on, especially guys like Jason who have a lot of experience with gear and natural competing as well. So I highly recommend checking that video out. I'll link it at the bottom here. One of the reasons I like Jason's videos, and I guess I'm looking to try and achieve the same kind of thing, although I don't quite have the same level of knowledge or expertise that he does. I'm aiming, I guess, for more people newer to dieting and exercise who, can benefit from some good advice that I'm able to offer. But obviously, I'm not I guess I wouldn't consider myself an elite athlete or anything. I've never trained with elite athletes per se, so I wouldn't want to be giving advice to that effect. But he has that bit more experience working in those circles and has some great information, and I highly recommend checking him out. A lot of us want to just dispel the fucking bullshit in the industry, all this crap about clean and dirty eating and all the other misnomers out there, because unfortunately this industry more than ever now, because it is so popular and so big, just has so many fucking con artists in it, okay? And the most important thing for people to understand is work out who the bullshit artists are and just stick to the science of eating and getting fit, of lifting, whatever you want to achieve, because at the end of the day, these are all sciences, and the more of a scientific approach you take, the more attention you pay to the science instead of the hearsay and the bullshit, the more successful you'll be. All of us who have done that have had success exactly for that reason. You'll see towards the end of the year, as I'm getting towards a certain goal of leanness, I'll be looking to come in summer at probably around 9%. It's going to be tricky because of the last couple of months. I'm really going to have to push myself hard now in the remaining months to get down there. I won't be bulking. I was planning a bulk, but that's not going to happen. But I'll show you guys at the end of the year. You'll see me having achieved the leanness I've got from IIFYM. I've already lost about 30 kilos over the last few years, and I haven't been eating clean. So it really ain't hard. I hope it helps you guys. I hope it helps put things in perspective. Now, as always, if you're getting something out of my videos or you enjoy them or you think there's anyone else who will, please don't hesitate to share. It's really good to just try and engage with as many of you as I can. And obviously, always keen to hear your feedback and any questions you have. Waiting for a couple more questions so I can do a good Q&A video. Depending on what sort of number of questions I get, I may look to do one every couple of weeks or so. I don't think I'll be doing it with quite the frequency that, say, Ice Cream Fitness or someone does, just because I purely don't have the same volume of subscribers or people asking questions. But please keep your feedback coming. I'm really enjoying the sort of conversations I'm having with a lot of you and all the interactions I'm having, and I hope you're getting a lot out of it. I certainly am having a ball making these videos, and I like to think that if I can help one person out, then this has all been worth it, and as far as I'm concerned, it's a success. So have a great day, guys. I can't wait to bring you another video soon.